I'm terrible.
All right. And we are live. All right, guys. So today, this is the For Collectors channel. And we'll be talking to people who went to the national. So all of us that have to live vicariously through them, this is our chance right here and ask any questions. Let's hear from them. I didn't get a chance to go, so I'm excited to hear some of everybody else's experience.
Oh, we're still here. We can't get enough of this place. So, as you can see, the different backdrop and the fact that Matt from Texas is in the same room with me. So,
and I'm upstairs.
All right. So all three of you guys are still there right now. How many other people are there that you know of?
Well, we're the last remaining YouTubers in this house.
Okay.
We got Matt's family over here in the room, but
You're allowed to talk.
You're allowed to talk.
I think we saw, who did we see? It was JT, Eric Those Back Pages today at the show. I'm trying to remember who else we saw there.
Andrew Nuff Said Cards was there.
Yeah.
Sammy's down in there too. Yeah, I've got a computer with me too, so I can help.
Howdy, gents.
Hey, Sammy.
What's up, guys?
Ooh, outdoor mode today, huh?
What's that?
Outdoor mode today, huh?
I am along the beach.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So tell me, guys, anybody have any stories about their travel? First of all, like just getting there, nothing spectacular, just everybody went smooth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 10-hour drive sucked until I got to Cleveland until it downpoured.
Man, 10 hours. Did you do that all at once, or did you take some breaks?
No, I stopped like once for breakfast, once to get gas, and then that's it.
And the rest of you guys, just smooth sailing?
Pretty smooth. I had a little bit of a flight delay on Tuesday, and then we had some weather issues when we landed. Other than that, it was pretty good. I'm good, Chris. Don't worry.
What about from where everybody's staying at? How was it getting to the actual convention center?
15 minutes. Wasn't too bad to get there, right?
Yeah, from here. I mean,
if we got there in time, it wasn't bad with the parking lot situation, right?
Yeah. If you can't try to come close to when it's open, you have to wait, in traffic for 30 to 45 minutes. But so we ended up just going early. So then just waited around till they actually opened the doors. But
yeah, sounds like a lot of people are not big fans of flight delays, but who would be, right? So what about your guys' first impressions, like walking in? Is this your first time in Cleveland, at the National?
Yeah.
It was both for me. So
I felt like the VIP section was probably not the most organized, and it made more sense if you had a VIP pass to just stay up in the main lobby prior to the show starting, just because it was more spacious and air conditioning.
Ooh, nice. That AC is always a good thing, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, absolutely.
We got a guy called the penny sleever, says he loves flight delays. He could catch up on People magazine. All right. So did any of you guys attend any of the trade nights? Like,
no.
Did anybody else help?
I think Don from A Show and Me did. I don't know who else.
Yeah, that was crazy walking out of the show, and there was like a line building waiting to get in for trade night every night.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's the thing about those trade nights. Every year they get bigger and bigger and bigger, but so does the whole entire event, right? Was this venue like really large? I haven't been to the one in Cleveland.
Yeah, but it felt big. It was bigger than I think what was the other one? Donald Stevens Convention Center. Felt bigger. I'm watching Dan's quote on the screen. Sorry, just distracted. But no, the venue itself was good. I think it was better than the Chicago layout inside the convention center in terms of what's on the floor. And I know the VIP center the VIP area was disorganized, but like there was an escalator right off the floor to go down there, and that's where you get to the line. There's no lines in that bathroom, so I was happy with the convention center layout.
So did which guys had VIPs? Any of you guys all had VIPs or nah?
Yeah, I think we all had it, right?
I mistakenly made that investment of getting the VIP.
Well, I figure the few of the giveaways might be able to net me on eBay a reduction to like the 5-day price.
Yeah, it was just a bunch of crap in the swag bag.
I haven't looked at mine yet.
Well, I hear that Clayton Clark is hot for sales, so we'll sell that card.
Do you guys see Bowman 53's comment? Dave, important question. How's the house toilet doing?
It's hanging in there. We ran out of toilet paper today, and Alex had to go to the store. And at that nice food mart down the street, they sell toilet paper by the roll. We're in a great part of town.
The toilet's doing good, Alex. The toilet's doing good.
What's happening?
Jason's gone.
So you also drove up, right? You live close to Cleveland. You drove up.
I'm 17 minutes away.
Nice.
17 minutes.
Where did you stay?
Oh, my house, man. I'm 17 minutes away.
Okay, that's nice. Probably a lot closer than some other guys, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Nah, it was a blast. And
Going back inside.
Ruben Snyder says that you guys all look like a bunch of Chippendale dancers.
Oh yeah.
David,
You mean Chris Farley style?
Patrick Swayze and Chris Farley.
We got Don's vintage baseball PC. Say he woke up at 4 a.m. and there was a nuclear bomb in the bathroom. Yeah. So Hardball Crazy was, I guess, because of all these toilet comments, is asking if you guys only had one toilet.
I hope there was lots of Febreze going around. I hope. A lot of Febreze.
So what was your first impression, Warren, walking into the National in Cleveland?
Well, I've been to 2 Nationals at Cleveland, and I must say that the prior 2 were much better than this. Although this was a lot bigger, badder. The show itself was fantastic. The way it was laid out, lots of room. Yeah, there's some bathroom snafus from what I understand, but I kind of knew some of the secret little locales for bathrooms. But the logistics outside was a disaster. The parking, the traffic, they didn't handle it well. And you know, I've had people message me. They were like, the city really messed up. Well, no, it's not the city of Cleveland. It's the organizers and the venue itself did not handle things appropriately. And, I bought a VIP pass like all you guys did, I'm sure. But for me, my experience was I had to argue with the parking attendant. He made me pay $10 just to park. And I'm like, it says right here I have free parking.
Oh.
On my ticket. It took 3 days to get my $10 back. Now people say, well, it's only $10. I said, well, that's $10 I can't spend at the show.
Yeah, that sucks.
I got my $10 back.
Yeah.
I got my $10 back. The show itself was outstanding, and so many great memories and people, and I thought it was handled well inside overall.
That's cool, man. So it was warm in there? You said it was only AC upstairs?
Yeah, 2 separate rooms. Well, basically it was like 2 separate halves. And the one, I think that was more the northern half. The ceiling was a lot lower. It was more concrete. It was definitely a lot warmer over there. And that's where like the breakers were and in the autographs area and all that was. And then where like Heritage Auctions and a lot of the guys have been there for years. Higher ceiling. It was a lot cooler. Lines were long everywhere for like food. But, I pack food and bottles of water, so I don't, I'm good to go.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But yeah, it got hot over in one area, but there were still great deals to find on that side too. It's just depends on what you're looking for. And,
All right, so what great deals did anybody get? Anybody have their best, purchase of the national?
Here, I'll throw this one. Oh, go ahead. What you got, Sammy?
No, just show it off. It's the Pinkerton 1913-1915 Mathewson with the scorecard back.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. I had to get Don from a show to walk with me to be kind of like my either angel on the shoulder or devil on the shoulder, depending on the circumstance. But yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, man.
Right.
That's nice.
Yours.
Ooh, zoom in on that.
Don Mossy, rookie card.
Reindeer
Baby.
Studios.
Yeah. Scott did inspire me to get this, and I'm like, it's a shame that I didn't have it, but I do now. So happy to own it. Happy to have it. Beautiful piece. I paid less than $10.
Ooh, nice. That's a sweetie.
Yeah, I call that a bargain in my book. So
Yeah, any Dumbo would have bought that for that price.
oh, absolutely. It's an iconic card.
All right, so what? Let's go. What do you guys got?
All right, Matt.
You picked up not the card I was thinking about for Babe Ruth, but I do get a cash-in publications.
Bring it closer.
Sorry. You good now? How's it glare? So I picked this up on Saturday. There were several of the YouTubers that were there with me. Dave pre-negotiated this, Legends of the Dugout. So thank you, Dave. But yeah, I picked this up. Super excited. So that's my biggest pickup of the show.
Sweet.
This will be mine.
Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty.
oh.
Yeah, that's pretty. I remember you showed me that at the get together, I believe. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Oh, that's sweet.
All right, let's see what we got. Anything?
Well, I'm pulling it out. Hold on.
Whoa.
Hey, zip back up there.
Wait a minute.
Barn door.
Oh, man.
Barn door's open.
Oh,
Christian,
no way.
Yeah, got that.
Hell yeah, dude. Damn. That's awesome.
Yeah, got that yesterday, and then I got this yesterday.
American Caramel?
Oh,
No, Old Judge.
Old Judge, I'm sorry. Yeah. A little tough, but yeah, I get it. That's
That
beautiful,
makes
man.
Orlando very happy. He likes that stuff.
man, those are sweet.
And then my last pickup today.
Oh, there's more. Oh, ooh. Biggie.
It's gorgeous.
I love that set, man. I love that set. I've heard some vintage guys, they're not big fans of that one. I don't understand why, because I love it.
That's
I don't
Sorry,
know.
guys. I gotta head out. That's one of the stopping real fast. So enjoy, guys. I'll catch you later. I'll see you soon.
All right, man. Have a good one. Thanks.
Here's Sammy.
See ya.
Good. All right. So it's down to 4. Damn it.
All right. So, did you guys go to any get-togethers?
We definitely went to Thursday night.
That was BBC, right? Baseball Collector, Mike.
Yeah, that one had a crazy amount of people.
Did it? So, tell me about it. Where was it at? Like, what was the kind of the venue? How did it all go?
Was American Legion Hall.
Yeah.
We were packed in the downstairs room, and then the upstairs room was over half full, and people
Mhm.
outside. And when we gathered for the picture out front, that was just insane.
Hold the picture.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
pretty crazy. I left before that all happened, unfortunately.
yeah.
I'm like, I gotta go. I'm tired.
There.
And Dylan goes,
So this.
Yeah, there's a lot of people there.
Mhm.
Woo, look at that. It's amazing, right? How big the YouTube community is.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's a lot of people that didn't get there till Friday.
Thank you.
Right. It was a good time, man. It was a blast. Lots of shaking hands and hugs and sharing cards and pats on the back and toasting drinks and cocktails, what have you, and just a good time overall. I mean, everybody's just talking cars and BSing, and it was fun.
That's such a great thing, right? When you're in an environment of like-minded people. So you're not out of your element. I don't have too many other people to talk to about baseball cards. YouTube is my baseball card outlet and family. So
Well,
yeah, man, same thing. And then at the national, you just get to see everybody in person. It's just a whole different level.
Yeah, I like to thank Isaac from Penny Saver coming out there and like doing his stuff and giving out free sample bags of his product.
No, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
And I gotta tell you, I like his stuff. I like the penny sleeper. I like what they're doing and what they're trying to do. He's not sponsoring me, man. I'm not doing. I just like. He gave me free stuff, and I like it. So it's very good. But I think that's what those get-togethers are all about. Because for a long time we didn't have all this, but now we have others that we can communicate with and be a part of and make new friends. And I think that's what all of this is all about. YouTube and cards and what we're doing as channels. We're not doing it alone anymore. Where years in the past, that's what we were doing. We were just.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. I mean, even just me personally, before YouTube, I was like in a group of 10 people on Instagram, and before that, like 8 of us on Facebook. But then when it came to YouTube, I mean, it just keeps growing and growing and growing. You know what I mean? Yeah. And watching other people's videos, you find other people. So I mean, yeah, the card community is definitely getting bigger. I went to the 2019 National, and there was a lot of people just talking about how big of a jump the attendance was, like how much bigger the community got. But now I've been hearing that every single year. Every single year it's getting bigger and bigger, the National.
Yeah, it's great.
Hey, what's up?
Hey guys, what's going on, Caesar?
Orlando in the house.
Great to be on with you again, Caesar. It's awesome.
Oh yeah,
hey,
man.
Guys.
How was your travels to the National?
It was other than the 4-hour delay at the airline,
Oh.
it was great. The thing with me that was good that we were kind of close. I mean, we were about 2.5 miles from the IX Center, our Holiday Inn. So we walked there. It took us about 30 minutes, which was a lot faster than most of these guys that went by car. That it took them like an hour and a half sometimes just get in and park and all that stuff. So that was pretty good. And then I always kind of found a ride, right back to the hotel sometimes, and a ride to Ash's place. So we were kind of hitching on with other people that would give us rides, Darren and other guys that helped us out. But so it was great having a lot of friends and just seeing everybody, and that's really the best part of it, of course.
Yeah, that's sweet, man. So is this your first time to the National in Cleveland?
In Cleveland, yes.
Yeah, what was your impression of it?
Well, I mean, I thought it was smaller than Chicago and smaller than Atlantic City.
Really?
But I think that the location was of course bad to get to, but once you were in, I thought it was great. Once you got in there, there were basically 2 big rooms. One to the right was mostly the vintage stuff. One to the left was mostly like the corporate, the breakers, all that stuff. So you kind of knew where to go. It was very easy to see the aisles, and that's really what I liked about it. Of course, everybody talks about the little downfalls and stuff, but my thoughts are just more about the show itself was great. You saw cards there and items there that you see nowhere else. And just, I think it was very well laid out compared to the other ones in the past and stuff where you had to kind of different rooms and stuff, with 2 big rooms. And if you were able to go to the VIP area, they had a lot of tables there where you could hang out, you could do trades, you could do things. And that's kind of, I did a lot of my deals downstairs. And the bathroom downstairs was not busy. People didn't even know there was a bathroom over there for a while.
Oh yeah, I heard somebody say that in the comments. There was a VIP bathroom downstairs.
That was the secret.
It was a secret, yeah.
Oh man, my pad is overheating.
No.
I just gotta warn him. All right, hopefully we keep going. So what'd you think about trade nights? You go to any trade nights or any get-togethers?
I went to trade night after Ash's dinner. I was with Ryan, Breakout Cards, and we got a ride over to it was like an international trade night. And actually it was a card show. It was like, I would say over 100 tables there with dealers from all different parts of the world. There was one guy from Italy that had all these Italian cards, and I'm not into any of that stuff. A lot of soccer cards, and I would say mostly soccer and other type of sports, but I'm not into that too much. But very interesting, the type of cards that were there that I'd never seen. And he picked up a few cards of Olympic players like Johnny Weissmuller and stuff like that. But and it was pretty cool seeing different things that I had never really seen, and cards from different countries, a few Cuban cards were there and things like that. So pretty interesting. And we were there until like midnight, I think is when it ended. It ended up at midnight, and people hung out there even a little bit after that. So it was tiring. My voice is almost gone at this point.
From talking loud, talking all the time.
All the time. There's so many people there, and I did a lot of video on the floor and stuff, and I posted a lot, but I still have probably another 5.
Yeah,
6,
I saw that.
5,
So
6,
out of everything you bought, what's out of everything you got, what's the best card you can show us that you got at the National? Or your favorite card?
It's not really a card.
Here comes the big guns.
I'll share this with you, but it's just crazy because I had picked up you could listen to my video, which is like way too long. It's like a Dylan type pickup video, but I had picked up a 1950 Jackie Robinson, and then I ended up trading it into this thing. I don't know if you can get a close up. It's an original photo of Walter Johnson. It's autographed, best wishes, Walter Johnson.
Wow.
And it's
insane piece.
authentic autograph, and it's a type 1 photo because the photo came from an album. You see that it was stuck on the album of the family of Walter Johnson. So this was a family portrait taken by one of the family, probably the wife or something, because it cut off his head. You can see how it cut off his head in the picture, like a family person would do. It's not a Conlon picture, but it's an original photograph from Walter Johnson's family, and it has kind of like, in the old days they used to put this side, the little things here, the little things. So it was in the album, and it's a beautiful photo, and it says it's autographed, best wishes, Walter Johnson.
Just an amazing piece, Orlando.
I don't know if you could see it well.
I'm glad you get to hold it in person.
So it's a beautiful photograph that I was just, these are things that are basically one of a kind. And, I didn't even get it from a dealer. I got it from a collector. And I was showing it so much to everybody. I was so proud of it that I dropped it. And I cracked the slab, as you can see right above on this side. I cracked the slab. But
you'll always remember where you cracked it.
I cracked it at the National, showing to one of my buddies. So it's so that really is my big pickup. I traded into this plus some cash, and I was able to pick up a unique item that, my goal was to try to get a Walter Johnson card, and I could have got it, but when I saw that, I just said I can't leave without this. And the
See,
funny
but
thing is that
that's awesome to have like a
yeah, and the funny
that's
thing
awesome to
is
have like a unique piece like that. You know, because normally when you get cards, they all have good photography or they were posing or whatever. But a picture like that, you know, my imagining goes crazy. And I'm picturing, you know, how in the old days they had that big flash, like that powder. And I'm just
yeah.
picturing like photographer, like when the flash went off, you know, he got scared, like whoa. But that's my 2 cents.
Yeah, no, it's cool. No, and the best thing about it is that it's like from a friend of a friend, you know. I didn't find it, you know, those things aren't
Yeah.
really in anybody's cases and stuff more often. And it was just a guy that, you know, one of my subscribers and followers and really friends from YouTube, and it was his buddy. So he's looking at stuff, and then he says, hey, introducing me to his friend. His friend is a big time autograph collector, has like a ton of 1933 Gaudi autographs and stuff, and he starts showing it, and I see that in his case, and that was it. I had to buy it. He didn't really want to sell it, but I
Nice.
I had to have
You
it.
made
I
it
had to
happen.
have it.
That's all that matters. Hey guys, I gotta bow out. I wish you all the best. I'll talk to you all soon. Okay? Be good.
Thanks,
Just see
Warren.
you, Warren.
All right. See ya. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. My phone, my whole thing is overheating. It says so. I think it's performing bad.
No, it's
Hopefully, it
good.
don't turn off.
Turn
All right.
that
So
fan on there.
Oh. So what did you guys think overall, man? You guys all trying to go next year?
For sure.
Definitely.
Can't wait to see you, Caesar. You need to go next year, my friend. You got to somehow, some way, start making plans.
Yeah, I gotta go next year. I gotta. Well, now I'm better prepared. You know, for sure. So hopefully I'll be there next year. So all you guys are planning to go there back right then?
Mm-hmm. That's the plan.
So what do you guys know so far about the venue next year?
You don't have to walk through a breakers pavilion to get to the other side.
Right? So yeah, man. What if any of you guys have been to multiple nationals? What's your favorite venue? What do you guys think it's the best?
I Chicago. I mean, just because
Is it?
all the hotels, everything is right there within walking distance. I mean, it's just, I think you have 5 hotels within a mile. They're all in the same place, and it's just so convenient. And they have, I stayed at the Lowe's, and they had a huge trade night there, and it was just like 2 blocks from the place, and everything is right there. I think it's a lot easier for everyone. As long as they fix
All right.
the
There
actual
you go.
event and organize it a little bit better. All right, you're in, Petty.
Mike
There,
Petty's paying
Caesar.
for my flight. There it is. Photo. Somebody better screenshot that.
Yes, you did it. You made the
Well,
commitment.
keep it on the
That's
screen
it.
a really long time. It's captured forever.
Yeah, I've been to the National twice, but both times I've been in Chicago. And I mean, I love it. I mean, always walking to the hotel. Everything was walking distance. I never had to take a taxi. I mean, a couple of times I did take rides with other YouTubers to go eat. Like when we were in Chicago, forgot the name of that restaurant. You guys might know about it, but it's like all like oldies, and they have that special shake and hot dogs. I don't know if you guys know Fuddruckers. No, I don't know if it's that, but man, went to a couple of great places to eat. You know, when get together with other YouTubers and go and we drive away in cars. Any of you guys go anywhere special to eat, or is it just the National and go back home?
Nowhere special to eat.
Well, we had a nice dinner. Ash had a really nice
Yeah.
dinner that he had set up there. Invited a bunch of us YouTubers, and that was really great of him to set all that up. And the food was just awesome, and it was just better just seeing everybody there, kind of in a smaller place, but so many people were there, and it was I think a little bit more. I don't know. It was just great to talk to everybody, a little more, intimate.
Yeah, that's cool, man. It's always cool when it's smaller and everybody knows each other. It's more like family and stuff. Because yeah, I mean, this is my car family. You know, all the YouTubers. So I do miss the national, man. Both times that I've gone to the get-togethers, I always go to the Thursday one and the Friday one, and they're always a blast. You know, I love them. You know, you get to meet everybody that you see on screen. You know, has do any of you guys have anybody that you met that you really wanted to meet that you entered a meeting for the first time, or someone you were anxious to see, talk to?
That's
Yeah,
a
I would
long
say that.
list.
Yeah, it's a long list,
Yeah,
but I got to meet a
I
lot
could
of
just
people
name
in our
5,
text
6
thread.
immediately. Yeah, there's a bunch of people that I wanted to meet and got to meet.
So
You know, let's put Mookie on the top of that list there, and it's just so many people. I got to meet Chris Sewell and his partner there, and just Jeremy Lee. I got to see him and finally meet him because I was on his show once, and just so many people. It's just it's just crazy.
I got to meet Orlando.
I got to meet John. Yeah.
ooh, lucky you, John.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think my big disappointment for the show is I didn't get to hang out with Orlando on the showroom floor.
Oh,
I missed you. Last year we hung out a lot, and I missed
Mhm.
you this year. I was just I was hanging
I
out
get
actually
it.
on the floor all day. I mean, Friday I was on the floor the entire time until it closed, and Saturday I was there until I had to leave. So I was there until about noontime, and I mean I still got like probably 6, 7 more videos that I'm gonna have to put out of the show floor and
oh
tables
wow.
and things like that. Yeah, and I've already put out a whole bunch.
The penny sleever saying meeting Chris Sewell was one of the highlights for
What a great
him.
guy. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, when the first time that I went to the national, it was in 2019. The YouTuber more on Facebook guy that I was starstruck by was Radicards at that time. I don't, you know, oh man, I was like, whoa, that's Radicards. I was following everything he did back then on all platforms.
Yeah. Oh, how can I forget? I got to meet Dr. Beckett because I had missed him last time. So I met Dr. Beckett. I got him to sign my first Beckett magazine and a card that I had brought, Dr. Beckett's card. So he got to sign it, and I got to talk to him for a few minutes over at the hangout there. We were hanging out. So that was great for me because he was my idol growing up. You know, I mean, he's
So
Dr. Beckett.
what kind of questions did you ask him?
No, we just talked about, you know, he didn't really know my channel too much. So I talked about what I collected and that I've been following him. I was just Google Eye telling him, you know, that I've read his magazine since I was a little kid. And, you know, pretty much that was just me, you know, saying how much I respect him and I value everything that he had done for the hobby. You know, just be talking to him mostly. You know, that's kind of.
Orlando, so did you stay with the Misfits?
No, I
No?
stayed at a
Is it
Holiday
true
Inn.
that their Airbnb got raided by the cops?
I tell you, they had a mansion. I mean, their thing was just incredible. In the bottom basement, from the video that I saw, there were air hockey tables, pool tables, huge TV and stuff. And they said they didn't even go downstairs and even play pool and stuff because there was just so many things to do. They had hot tubs. I mean, you got to watch that video that Mangini did of that place. I mean, I gotta stay with them next time. They had
Disneyland, huh?
They had Eric cooking them dinner and stuff, and it was, I mean, ridiculous.
Yeah, our place was close to that. We had at least one functional toilet.
So what did you guys eat at home?
Nothing. We didn't have a personal chef that was part of our household.
Oh,
like
no?
With
You didn't have a
4-leaf.
four-leaf chef?
Mm-mm.
Those guys were
Wow.
spoiled.
So what other cars did you guys pick up for your PCs? Any good PC pickups, adding to stats or anything?
I
I gotta
can
save
share, I
some
guess.
stuff, Caesar. I gotta save some stuff for my video.
Yeah, I guess so, right? You're not even back home yet, right? When did you fly out, Orlando?
I got back late last night. So I flew out there. I guess our flight left somewhere around 3 o'clock or so, 4 o'clock. So I got in late last night, and I was dead tired this morning, but I did my pickups video and just trying to catch up on some of the YouTubers' videos and pickup videos they did. So he's showing some of his pickups there.
Yeah.
I'll show some of mine
But
too.
why don't you show us a close up, man? You gotta.
Hey, go for
Yeah,
it,
let's
Matt.
see them all again. Let's see them beauties.
Give yourself
Yeah.
here. There we
I know
go.
how to do it.
There we go.
There you go.
TV baseball series. Look at that. Man, look at those old pitching forms. They don't even teach that no more.
No, they don't.
That's like the Rockets right there, the high leg kick. The
I
Rocket.
picked this up.
Oh, switching over to there.
good.
Here.
I picked this up.
Oh, wow.
The,
Oh, that the knob.
1958.
Knothole gang.
1958
Awesome.
hires root beer Willie Mays with the tab.
All right.
Cool because the back in the tab, you fill out the information there. And it says that you can stick a dime or something. What is that? Push a dime. Put a dime. It says paste a dime here. Send it in, and you could win a baseball book. So normally you just see just the card. It's what you usually just find, just the card. So it's real tough to find the entire card with the tab. So I got that, Willie Mays.
Woo, look at that.
Yeah. I also picked up, oh, that's a beautiful word spawn, the Tip Top Bread.
Look at that. Showing some heat right now. What else you got? Look at that.
I got the Walt Disney Mickey Mouse rookie card.
Ooh, yeah. Walt Disney.
Yeah, I just thought it was real cool. 1931 Wills. It's the Walt Disney first appearance of Mickey Mouse.
Do you can you give us a ballpark on what that goes for? Grades?
This one? I
Yeah.
got this from Ryan at Breakout Cards for $400.
What's a high grade in that exists? What's the a good?
There's actually 4 that are 9s. That's the highest graded. There's only 4 9s, and there's one at auction at Heritage right now that I think is going. They said estimate is like $30,000 for the 9.
Oh wow, that's
It's
a
the
big boy
estimate.
card now.
Yeah,
Look at that
yeah.
Hank.
Yeah. So, and I picked up a couple of things.
We switched to Matt here. He is pulling out a bazooka.
Oh, that's a beautiful
Big nine bazooka, Aaron.
That's a beautiful man. That's a nice design, plain and simple.
Thank you.
Here you go, Orlando.
And I picked up this Babe Ruth 1952 Look and See. 1952 Look and See Babe Ruth. And that's a pretty neat little set that has a lot of famous people in it.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say that's not a baseball card set, right? It's like pop culture kind of back then.
Yeah. But it does have a Babe Ruth card, and then it's from 1952. And then the back is pretty neat because it's got like little write up, and then it has kind of like his picture there of him signing. I mean, batting and stuff there. And I picked up a football card, which is one of my. I like vintage football, and this is kind of one of my kind of a Grail football card. 1931 Chickle, Nuke Rockney.
So
Yeah,
Mookie Chilson said he got that card first, and you copied him, huh? The Walt Disney card.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, and that's my last. I did that pickup like half hour before I had to go to the airport, and I've got a few other stuff. I shared it on my YouTube already.
Man, those are some sweet pickups, man. Is
I'm
everybody
super excited?
How's everybody? Feeling about their experience. I mean, I know there's different feelings as far as the trip itself, the experience of being with all the other YouTubers, your experience as far as just hobby-wise, your collection. Are you guys Happy with what you're taking home?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'm happy with what I experienced the most. Just
Right?
getting to
Yeah.
be around
It often
everybody.
it often is. That's one of those things when I hear a lot of people who are trying to go to the national to make money and they complain that prices are too high or whatever. It's like maybe it's not necessarily a successful place for a flipper to go, but collector wise, finding stuff that you're not gonna find, everywhere, it's great. And coming home with you'll find everything in person that you need. It's like an eBay. To me, I feel like it's an eBay store, but in person.
I'll tell you what, Caesar. I walked a lot on the floor. I saw every single table there, and I filmed a lot of them. But you know what I noticed? Something that I think you would like. There were so many set builders there, going through books, and I normally don't see a lot of set builders at some of the shows, but at this particular show, for some reason or other, I don't know why, I can tell you, I saw more people looking through with lists and looking through binders and things that they were set builders. For me, I thought maybe set building was gone, because you don't see too
Yeah,
many people building sets anymore. But at this particular show, especially vintage, I don't know about everybody else, but I saw more set builders than I usually see at a show.
Yeah,
yeah. Usually I see like two.
every time I saw Stan's table with all those binders, there was at least 2 or 3 guys picking the cars they needed out of them.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm just starting to work on my vintage again, my 70 through 73, basically. I got a couple more to complete for my 74, but I mean, yeah, that's good to hear, man. It's hard, it's hard because, if I'm sure you can find cars easy if you're online, and I have nothing against it, but I just buy myself at shops and shows. So when you're doing it all in person, I've gone to every car shop around my neighborhood or 30-mile radius, and then I finally went to Burbank, and man, they have a selection that I've never been through. So right now, oh man, that's I'm really excited about that, man. So that's good to hear. That's the same thing at the national. Finding another place to set build.
Yeah, and it's a lot better in person, as you know, Caesar. And I mean, I bought that Hires root beer raw. If I could find something really nice raw, I'd rather do that, and I'll grade it myself in the future if I want to. But the type of things that you're going to find there, like stuff, tons of raw vintage there, and things like the sets you're building. For example, the 72 tops high numbers are super difficult to find and to put together.
Yeah.
Because those are some of the toughest high numbers out there, the 72s. And you're going to find tons of them, books of them. I mean, I can guarantee you will complete your set, even with some of those tough high numbers, just going to the national.
Yeah. Man, I want to go next year so bad now.
Well, you're going.
Yeah, you're in. Petty's
Oh,
going to pay
I got
for
my
it
flight
now.
taken
Petty's
care
gonna
of,
make
I
it
heard,
happen.
right?
You heard Mike Petty said he will pay it. So
You just
trust
need to
me,
arrange the time off as early as possible.
he's an awesome dude, man.
Overall,
Right,
I'd
so
say the show was iconic.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah. I
well,
got
I
mine
mean,
somewhere.
I did go to my car shop yesterday, and I picked this up. Not the national, but local. Might as well
Oh,
show
nice.
something.
Nice
It's a
manual.
TCMA. I mean, Mickey Mantle 777 Renata Galasso. So that's pretty cool. And then I also bought an unopened flip book. So it's 3 flip books of Jeter, Bonds, and
That's
Rodriguez.
cool. I remember those.
Yeah, so this is unopened, and then the Mickey. I love the TCMA. I know some people don't like them, but I think they're cool. And it has a cool history too. To the whole company. All right,
What's the
guys.
comments?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw a table with a lot of 60s. I started building sets again. You are a bad influence. No, man. I love building sets, man. I'm glad. I'm jumping back into my vintage sets, man. It's a juggle right now with the hobby. before a couple years ago, I could do 100 things at once. Now I'm limited. But look at those cards, man. Woo!
It's Rocket Rick.
It's double vision. Am I having double vision?
Yeah,
Look at our lake though.
I got that somewhere.
You got it too?
Somewhere.
Oh,
This is a-
who's that?
This is now called a samogram instead of a transogram.
Program.
It's a samogram, not
I
a
didn't even get one of
transogram.
those, and I'm one of the 4 collectors with him.
Oh, come on.
You're fired.
How about Mr. John Wade Boggs fan?
Yeah, I got that.
No. Oh, look at that.
Oh, man, there's tons of them.
It's the YouTuber card show off right here. So
Yeah.
we got a question from Brian Kane. How would you guys compare Cleveland to Chicago? Chicago.
Like I said earlier, I think Chicago's. I think it's bigger. It seemed bigger than Cleveland, but it's much more disorganized than Cleveland. Cleveland was
Maybe
very
more-
well organized. You had food trucks and food right in the middle, right at the entrance. You had two big, big areas basically, and I would consider, one mostly vintage and the other one mostly modern and breaker stuff. So the way they had it set up was great. But I think Chicago's bigger and a lot more convenient for everybody.
But are you saying this Cleveland one was better organized as far as separating the genres and stuff?
It was two big rooms, and it seemed like they were kind of, separated. Like a lot of vintage was together and a lot more modern. There was vintage on the other room too, but not as much, So what do you guys think?
Yeah, I feel like they sort of put the vintage all off to the right there when you walk in the main entrance, most of it. And then on the other side, it was kind of all over there in the left corner once you went onto that side. So
See, that's good because that's always been a complaint that I'll see like post national, because before they were just integrated, they were mixed, and people always said that it'd be nice if you guys separated, the vintage, because some people would say they find a vintage car that they like in one section, but there's vintage everywhere, so it's hard to pinpoint where it was at and go look for it later. So that's good that they're listening, because that was always a major complaint.
Yeah, and
Suggestion.
Chicago had too many rooms. It was like a maze. You would get lost. So that was a little too confusing. And this was a little bit more of a square or rectangular type, so it's a lot easier.
Yeah,
we
Ruben-
have to fight our way through so many Pelican cases, but I guess with you next year being there, we will. So.
Yeah, Ruben Snyder says you gotta keep them separated. It was nice that all the corporates was all on the edges instead of in the middle. Oh, did they do that too?
Mm-hmm.
It was near the back.
Yeah, that's good because they always have a big crowd around them, and it's hard to get through those areas.
I think
Jeff
the key
Wilson.
thing for me making it through this national was following all your tips down to the letter.
Oh man, they're lifesavers. Those tips are lifesavers.
I do have to say, like, the Chicago National, I think they're like CGC had like games and stuff to keep kids occupied that weren't into cards. This year, there was nothing for kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there is. I think Topps Fanatics had like some claw machine over there, and then like CGC had like a dartboard. You get to throw a dart once, and that was it for kids to do.
Yeah, that's what
there
I was gonna say. Yeah, they had all the kids were back with like Jeff Wilson and all the card kid things, and where all the other big corporate things and kind of bigger stuff was, the breaker area and all that. And that's great because a lot of the Pelican case guys, they were back there in that corner, and they didn't really bother us vintage guys.
Oh, that's good, man. Yeah, I mean, because when you're with like minds, it's just a better time, I guess, too. Because you hear a lot of people complaining, if vintage guys have to go through kids and they have their Pelicans all over the place and blocking, because they don't have that show etiquette yet because they're young, So it's nice to, avoid that, if possible. Make the whole experience better for everybody.
This is my Eddie guy.
So
You know,
anybody, was anybody able to talk down any dealers? Were there any dealers who were willing to make deals go lower?
I think dealers were definitely a lot more willing to negotiate this year than last year. And I was able to, to see it because I was watching other YouTubers and do their deals, and I was able to get deals on my deals too. So I really think that it was a little easier, and it just they were moving. I mean, every dealer that I talked to said that they had a fantastic show, that they sold a ton of stuff. And when I was there on Saturday before I left, walking the floor, just basically you could see that a lot of dealers had a lot of empty spots already. I mean, some of them had totally empty areas, I mean, so they sold so much they couldn't fill their cases anymore.
Wow, that's good, man. That's good to hear. Especially in this time and age where you hear so many other hobby channels or whatever you want to call them, just saying, "Oh, the hobby is dying," and this, and this hobby won't be around. So, so it's good to hear that reality, of being in the hobby. This is the mecca of the sports cards. The national is the biggie.
Yeah, the only hobby that's dying is for the quick flipping of people who don't even know anything about cards.
Yeah, right. So that's what I mean. Their world is dying. The hobby, that's one thing too. The hobby has so many aspects, and every genre is going to use the word hobby. Just to get more views. But some, so.
Yeah, and I'll tell you another thing is security was, I think, a lot better. I noticed, armed police officers there.
Oh, wow.
Some right next to the booth, like I think Howard's booth had one there because he had like a $2 million card or something like that. And not only that, I got there super late on Wednesday night. I got there probably like a quarter till 8, and I rushed down to get my ticket, and then I just kind of went right in it was like 10 minutes till 8. That was a good thing because I didn't wait in line to get my ticket. But I went in there and I started just video right away as soon as I got in there. And after I'm kind of video for a while, I kind of stopped when I stopped my video, and they were kicking me out. They're telling me, you're not, it's already past 8 o'clock. You got to get out. So they literally were going down the aisles and looking at your badges. And if you didn't have like a dealer badge or something like that, they were kicking you out of the place. And I thought that was good to see, that there weren't people hanging around after the show closed at 8 o'clock.
So everybody in the comments is saying that they had drones flying, watching you guys. Is that true?
Yep.
Wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're probably about the size of your hand, like flying around.
That's crazy. You guys didn't throw like some ninja stars at it or anything, try to knock them down?
We need Mangini there with his nunchucks.
Did he take his nunchucks?
He sure did. I saw it in the video. He's got a video doing nunchucks out in the patio there near the hot tub that they have.
I always thought those were CGI. I don't believe he can actually nunchuck.
He can. I seen him do it in person at Lou Rock's house one time. He took his nunchucks and he was doing it, and they're wooden, real nunchucks. I tried that, but no, man, I almost bust my balls with that thing. No way. He's crazy.
So does anybody else ever have any special skills also, like nunchucking or anything nobody knows about?
Nope.
No, I don't have any bow staff skills.
I'm
You can bake a cake.
Gosh.
I can bowl over 200.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining, man. And this was great. Unless we have any other questions we've been missing, let you guys go, man. I know you guys are hobbied out. That's one thing I gotta say. The National will wear you out like the whole days. I mean, I know that I'm there from opening to closing when I'm there, and then it drains you. It drains you, and then and then the after, getting with everybody else. It's an adventure. for sure.
Yeah,
Fun
we stay at a
adventure.
house together and stay up till 2 o'clock every night, and then get up again at 7.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can say I'm gonna go to bed at 10. You're not. Okay, guys. So everybody, thanks for joining us, and that's our episode today. Thanks for watching. This is
Thank you, Caesar.
Sport Collectors. Thanks to everybody who joined us, Dave, PHA. We got the 3D80s kid, Orlando Dream Collector. All right, guys. Later. Thanks for joining, everybody. Ciao.
Ciao.